Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Ladder Legends replay analysis. Today we have a Master 3 ZvT Anatar, aka Zigur, versus Boreau. Alright, what did he say? I've lost the game. My opponent played mech. He made 3 factories before third CC. I expected 2 base. I'll let him prepare, but he switched to macro. Okay. So, I'm assuming this is going to be Hellion Cyclone. What's most importantly, once you see Cyclones out on the map, we need to start Boreau instantaneously. Boreau is your most powerful tool for dealing with Cyclone lock-on because you can then burrow the lock-ons, right? Another thing as well, and of course I need to confirm whether this is Hellion Cyclone or not, but considering you said 3 factories, I'm assuming as much. They're always going to lock onto the front couple units. You can box select the front part of your army and then just move it backwards while the rest of your army moves forward, so he'll have to keep kiting, and then you will get the units that are being locked on out of range. Another good way to deal with them is also infestors, but... Alright, so we're seeing... Yep, 3 factory, Hellion Cyclone coming out here. Do we have the ability for a Roach Warren? No. So normally speaking, we want to start a layer latest like 350. And then we want to be going for a Roach Warren, safety Roach Warren around 330 for any sort of early attack. Alright, Hellions are going to get in here. Nice pull with the drones here. It's also going to cause him to lose a lot of his Hellions, and you only managed to lose 2 drones. Very nice drone pull there on the third base. I was a big fan of that there. We have 8 Overlords on the way to deal with a supply block that wasn't necessarily happening. It's a little bit of overkill. It's all the money we could have been using for the early roaches as we're here. But you saw 3 factories, so we should have started Boreau right after starting a lair. That should have been the first thing here. You can use Boreau very, very effectively to deal with these kinds of pushes. We're also sitting at our Overlords, knowing that it's 3 factories. That means we are asking for a lot of them to die, just something to be aware of. His third CC is very late, therefore you know his attack's pretty committed. You go for Spore Crawlers, even though there is no starport on the field. Very interesting call. You're doing it for safety, but still, like, any amount of money we can get in these scenarios is very beneficial. His Blue Flame's done. He is not done. He's just started Magfield exceptionally late. He's just not mining very much gas. Starts his third CC as he gets ready to go out and attack. So we're going for a ton of roaches here. One thing we are missing, my friend, one thing we are missing is roach speed. Your lair has been done for quite a while now, and roaches are never going to be able to catch Cyclones without roach speed. It's just not going to happen. Right, we keep making roaches, which is okay, but once again, we really, really need roach speed. I like the idea of an infestation pit, and your map vision is looking fantastic, but we're missing the key things. Cyclone, Hellion, hyper-mobile unit comp. What we need desperately here are things that speed us up. Ideally Boreau, but you can't know what you don't know till you know. So I'm not going to harp on you too much, even though that is the counter. There we go. Woo! Let's go. Grabbing Boreau, only like 2 minutes late. The reason why I say it's late is this guy could have attacked you at any point. He should have been attacking you way sooner than he currently is. And then roach speed. Definitely an oversight for getting roach speed here. Got a 4th base. We have 59 drones. Definitely not a bad thing. Now, these lings are probably better used as a surround tool. So if you're going to be attacking this, I would allow the Roach Ravager to come up and then maybe have the lings come in from another angle. And I'm saying this, but you don't know that there are Widow Mines here. So obviously, 20/20 hindsight, we could just split a couple lings off in front to take care of these mines, but the lings can come back over here as a surround mechanism as the roaches are attacking this direction. So he's also going for tanks now. He's kind of just using the Hellion Cyclone as like a bully force. See, if they come in this way as a surround force, and now we're fighting into siege tanks and Hellion Cyclone upper ramp without roach speed, mind you. So you started roach speed, which means you remembered you forgot it. Therefore, we can't really attack until it's done, because you will never be able to run away. We're also not using Boreau at all, even though Boreau is done. So therefore, we're losing a lot of these units for free. Okay, we're going for a hive here. I would love to see some infestors added in to be able to lock this kind of unit composition down. And then I do like that we ended up droning up to 79. I'm a big fan of that. We do get our Ravagers caught here. We are going to be able to kill the Cyclones, it looks like, which is good. We do take this out, and we do have quite a large supply lead. So now we're looking to add in additional units. What units are we looking to add in? We know he doesn't have a starport. Broodlords are a pretty good call. Ideally, though, we add in some Vipers for Blinding Clouds if this guy's going for tanks like this. His tank spread is pretty nice, but even here it's like one Blinding Cloud covers 2, one Blinding Cloud covers 2, and this position is completely forfeit. So, army supply 78 to 48. You're in a good spot here, even though that first fight was absolutely atrocious. We're going for Ultralisks, which the only way Ultralisks work is if we grab Microbial. Otherwise, Ultralisks are going to be completely pointless here. They're just going to get absolutely mech'd and wrecked on this side of the map. Going for a Baneling Nest. These making Thors in case of potential Broodlords. Alright, now we're focusing on our basics. So, are we going to make Ultras? I really hope we don't make Ultralisks here. Vipers first. I appreciate the Vipers very much so. I would also like to see maybe a couple more Ravagers. Okay, we are going for Ultralisks here. Also, our upgrades are really not good. They were very, very delayed, and for no real reason, actually. So we're going to be fighting with 0-0 units against +1 mech if we take a fight before our 1-1 is done. And at the very least, we are just behind an upgrade for the rest of the game. Okay, we're going for Neural. You're making 6 more Overlords, even though you're already fully capped out of 200. Assuming you're going to lose some, but keeping the vision, I don't mind that at all. Alright, so your game plan against mech. If they fully move out, we counterattack. And other than that, we're trying to keep them off of 4th base. So those are our 2 big plans here. He's turtled up like crazy. His army's not ideal. Grabbing chitinous plating, adrenal. We're getting burrow roach. We're kind of just clicking upgrades. It doesn't look like we really have a good idea of what we're going for here. All right, we are allowing him to move out. So I would love to see a humongous counterattack going here. As of right now, the army that we have on the field is not capable of dealing with what he has. I don't know why the sounds are all muffled, but even with the best Blinding Clouds in the world, which these are some very, very juicy Blinding Clouds, unfortunately, it's not enough. We have 19 roaches just chilling on his side of the map. I don't know what happened to the sound. Oh, it was me. It was in my headphones. Ignore me. We also didn't bring our queens. These guys could have massively transfused the Ultralisks. We're going for Banelings now. And now our roaches are finally moving in. Although there are already turrets and planetaries here ready to go. But that's okay. We do remax. Everything is getting bottlenecked on this ramp. And we F2'd all of our roaches home. So, ideas were good. Execution, not so much. So we definitely just need to work on how you're executing these fights. And also, ideally, we massively counterattack the mech player every single time they decide to move out like this. You make it to where if you're able to clean up this army even once, it's the only army they have. Therefore, once you finally do clean it up with your superior bank and economy, the game is just over. Also, it seems like we're about to leave very early in this game, considering we have 62 larvae and 5,000 resources in the bank. GG. I wish we had an F2 the roaches home when we actually did get to spread out some of them, or they were here helping us fight. Anything but sitting burrowed on this side of the map would have been massively, massively beneficial, especially with those juicy Blinding Clouds we got. But ideally with those Blinding Clouds, we go Blinding Clouds into Corrosive Bile or Blinding Clouds into Neural with the upgrades that you had. Thank you so much for submitting this game, Anatar, or Zigur, excuse me. If you have any questions, you know my DMs are always open. Thank you so much for the submission, and I'll see you guys in the next one.